Hey guys, good morning, good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Sorry about that. I actually pressed live before, and then I had the bug people, the exterminator, come in to do the house. They come in, I think, twice every year or something like that. So they had to come to my office and spray literally 9 o'clock. Perfect timing. Anyways, good morning. Welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and get started. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there's a little black logo. Click on that. Turn on notifications. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure to like our videos if you like these videos. Really would appreciate your subscription to our YouTube channel so we can get to 10,000 subs. We're right around 8,600 currently. All right, Dow futures up 150 points, NASDAQ up 142. Thank you, Meta. S&P up 0.60. That's more of Meta. Russell 2000 up 0.44%, 1745. Crude oil 74.45 a barrel, up slightly. Gasoline futures up $2.50. Gold futures are flat, $19.95. Silver futures, $25.22, up 0.61%. Copper futures, $3.84, down about 0.53%. Euro dollar, 110.15, down about 24 pips. Dollar yen, 133.85, up about 18 pips. 124.61, pretty much flat for Bitcoin, for pound dollar. Bitcoin actually tanked yesterday and then bounced. Interesting enough, we hit 30,000, rejected, and then we bounced back up. 28,905, 1880 for Ethereum. Both are green based on the time they were open. Remember, it's a 24-hour cycle. Volatility index, we still have a gap to fill at 1690. It's at 1806. I expect that to fill today. I expect some sort of a relief rally as put call ratios were elevated. It was setting up for Meta to really soar. Everyone was bearish. I did not trade Meta. Dollar index is up a little bit, 101.66. 3.486 on a 10-year treasury yield. That is up today. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with what I have open. I do have Amazon calls. Finally, patience is about to pay off. We have the 110 calls and we're about to break out. We're going to catch that today. We'll leave a runner for earnings, and that's pretty much done for the week. Since it's been a very, very, very difficult one in terms of chop, but I'm very proud of the team sticking with the analysis. Amazon, we had the 110 calls. It's at 108.43. We should get a run up into earnings today. We'll catch our 40% and be done. Tesla finally came our way and it is down. I want to short it again, but if I get to 160. So again, I'm going to keep an eye on Tesla and see if we get a little bit of a bounce and I can play that gap fill one more time. We caught the 150 puts yesterday. It got as high as 54%. Personally, I filled them for last week, so I didn't get the exact same signal price, but I still made money on it, I think right around 41%. So well done on Tesla for the team. Again, 146, still that gap fill. Let's see if we get a little bounce. Maybe we can reshort it ahead of FOMC next week. So that's where we are. So far this week, we caught AMD, we caught Tesla, just 2 trades, both puts, and we have Amazon calls for Friday, and it is moving higher, so we'll be able to catch that. 3 for 3 week, not bad at all. Good way to wrap up the month. And then, of course, on Friday, we'll go over all of our trades together. Let's go ahead and start taking a look at S&P 500 futures. I talked about this yesterday. This right here, this is your 50-day moving average. I tweeted about it. 40.53, that's our support. We got relatively close at 40.68. I was looking at the VIX and I was looking at the put-call ratio. Put-call ratios hit March highs, and that's where we started soaring. That was right here. That's where put-call ratios were, and then we soared nicely. So let's see if those put-call ratios, it seems to be the crowd is shorting when the market is tanking and the market is buying calls when the market is soaring. So it's kind of been like, reversals on reversals. So we'll see what we get today. In terms of expectation, I expect us to get at least around 41.25, maybe retrace some of this move from yesterday at 41.13. And that'll be it as we have Amazon after the bell. But again, we had Google had a good positive number. A positive reaction on their stock, even though their ad revenue was down. Meta, you could see it here, positive, even though Metaverse is losing money. And of course, Microsoft had a great quarter as well. So let's take a look at Meta, 240.15 right now. Let's see if there's anything going on. Did we fill the gaps? We filled this gap here. Let's cancel that. Remember, it was the tail of 2 gaps. So now we're right around 240. I hate to say it, guys, but I probably would want to short Meta here. Right here at 240. That's your 50% retracement, up 14% in a day. We'll probably gap up. Again, we'll just keep an eye on it. If we start breaking out a little higher, you still have a gap to fill at 288. That's a long way from where we are now. We still have a gap here at 154. But again, I think 240 is right around the level where we should kind of just hang around a little bit. If we start breaking higher above 248, then we can start taking a look at possible the gap fill at 270 or so and see if we can place momentum. Maybe Meta goes higher, but we'll see. Let's answer some questions. Morning, boss man. Hala Madrid. Yes, sir. When you can, please chart Google. We hit that 109 level again. Okay, so we're taking a look at Google on the hourly. You can see 104.81, a little up because of Meta, but again, we need to get above the 20-day moving average. I have an alert at 108.78. If we break that, I'll play the 111s to 110s call strike. That's all you can do. If we break below 101.35, that's when I'll be shorting. But Google doesn't look that great, even though they had earnings, but it's pretty much just chopping around, hit some resistance at 110. Do you think it will be a quite volatile trading day, intraday, or tomorrow? I think tomorrow would be more volatile in terms of downside, depending on how Amazon does. Amazon is more of a consumer discretionary. So again, they are a tech company that's also a store like a Walmart. They're not exactly a staple. Maybe people consider them a staple. So it's a little different how you price in Amazon, because you can kind of price them in as too expensive in comparison to a Walmart. But again, in terms of cloud, they're pretty cheap. So you have that both ways. It's kind of like Tesla. Are they a tech company or are they a car company? Are they a car company that does tech? Or are they a tech company that makes cars? And Amazon, are they a store that has cloud or are they a cloud company that has a store? So it depends on how you price it. Amazon will be big today, so we'll see off that. Relief bounce off tech today. That's exactly what I wrote on Twitter, that we would get a relief bounce. I even said that on the actual blog yesterday. With Meta pushing higher, I expect us to get to end the day green, and we'll fill that gap here on the VIX. Again, that 1 hour gap, we should fill this here at 1690. And if we do fill that 1690, we should be right around here at 41.14 to 41.25 in my opinion. And that's where the zone that we're looking at. Before, if you want to go long again, if you're looking at going long in the indices, you need to get above 41.50. Until then, it's still a short until 40.60 or 40.50, which is the 50-day moving average. How do you think Tesla will do today? Tesla, I still think Tesla has more room to go. But in terms of the market itself, it's really difficult because Tesla did already have their earnings. So there's no other kind of things to look at in terms of Tesla. The 150 puts would probably be in the money today, if anything. Again, all we're looking for is a slight bounce. Maybe we get back to 160 and then we could reshort. But if not, we've already hit Tesla multiple times. So it's either going to be one of the things where we just melt down to that gap fill and everyone chases it, or we get a little relief bounce back to 160 and then we can reshort it for next week. I got a 215 calls for next week on Meta. It'll be hard to sell it. I never had something win by that much. Ooh, well done. If I were you, Trevor, take it. Take it, enjoy your money, take a screenshot, save it as your favorites on your phone, and always look at that trade when you're having tough times trading. That's what you're supposed to do when you're a trader. Look back on when you did well, because we can always look back at when we mess up. Everyone messes up all the time. But when you have those winners like that, you want to be reminded on why you do what you do. And take the Meta profits, enjoy yourself, have a drink, congratulations. And I want to give one shout out here to the guy who gets the most shit, Jim Cramer. Back in January 24th, he said buy Meta. January 24th was right here at 131. We are now at 241. If you listen to Jim Cramer, well done. You gained $100 per share. That's almost double of what it was. And look at everyone talking mess about good old Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer gets it wrong. And I understand, as someone that does this for a living, trading stocks and talking about the markets, I can tell you it is not difficult. You're going to be wrong. The problem is that you're public. Jim Cramer, in my opinion, and I've read his books, Confessions of a Street Addict and Mad Money, I think he's doing the best he can. Well done on Meta on that call. I know he gets a lot of ball busting, but the guy's doing it for you guys. He's doing it and he's talking about the markets. I watch him as much as I can. Not a lot lately, but I want to give Jim Cramer his props on that Meta call. He deserves it because he gets a lot of shit for when he gets it wrong. Let's give him props when he gets it right. I messed up yesterday, bad down on Microsoft. It's all right, Trevor. People make mistakes, but I think Meta should make up for it because you're going to be deep in the money. Oh my God, you have the 215 calls for next week. The stock is at 241. Well done, Trevor. Congratulations. You deserve it, man. Well done, man. I did not trade Meta. It was between two gaps, so it wasn't a lot of edge there, but I'm glad it soared for everybody. That is awesome. But I'm right behind you, Trevor. I got Amazon calls, so let's both make some profit today. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Have a good one. We'll see you then. Cheers.